Hi, everyone, and welcome to Friday, March 15th edition, not March, February 15th edition of
Slow down.
Featured Fem Fridays. I am here with my sister, Erica Lakeit from Like It, Love It, Totes Lakeit. And she is an independent Thiry-One Gives consultant or an independent consultant with Thiry-One Gives. Anyways, and we're here to talk about her why and what keeps her going through those kind of slow times, as well as we're going to talk some organization for our business, and then give away something. So we'll probably do the giveaway at what, 4? Just so that people that are off work can kind of have a chance to see it. We're going to do it later
Give
tonight.
it a little bit of time, to
we'll
let people catch up.
Hashtag replay. Hashtag replay.
Wait, do you do it this way?
Yeah. No, I do it this way. Hashtag replay. So, anyways. So, Erica, please tell us about, first, how did you get started with Thiry-One?
Well, I originally got started with Thiry-One in May of, I want to say 2016. Under you. You had bought my kit for me because you're like, this is a great opportunity. Like giant sisterhood of like women and empowerment. And at the time, I think I was home with Theo, or just going back to work, and I was like, yeah, like let's do it. These products are awesome. Everything, like I love it all. Like I need it all. So let's do it.
So you can look at those.
So I signed up, and my business kind of flopped at first in about August of that year. No, I guess it was 2017. Anyways, doesn't matter. So it kind of flopped, and I took a break, and then this past August, our mutual longtime friend, I was buying a lot of Thiry-One, and she's like, why are you paying full price? Like, let's get you back into this. So I joined back up in August, and I'd like to say crushing it.
I'd say you're crushing it. I'd say you're crushing it.
I'm more serious about it this time. And I'm basically just, doing it so that I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job, or, well, I don't work 9-to-5, but work, like I can set my own hours. I can do as much or as little as I want. There's no like max that I have to do each month. Obviously, like I still have a little bit of a quota to fill every like 3 months or so, but it's not as demanding, and I'm still able to take care of my 3 children and hang out with my sister and hang out with my friends, and not have to be like, oh, sorry, I can't do that because I have to work. If I don't want to do something that day for my business, I don't have to. So that really appealed to me, is that I could set my schedule. So if I only wanted to work from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., I have that option to do that, or 5 a.m. to 12. Like it just works however I want, and that really appealed to me.
Nice. So why did you get, like, I know you kind of touched on it with the fact that like you can make your own hours, but I feel like there's more of a why behind that. So I know with Thiry-One, they really push that why factor. So what is your why?
Well, my why is my 3 babies. I don't want to have to pay for daycare because it's ridiculously expensive, and I don't want to just leave them with anybody. So with Thiry-One, while I'm on maternity leave, I am able to make a little bit more money so that I don't have to send them anywhere, and I can be with them. I can be their main provider and watch them grow and nurture them and just do all that fun mother stuff, and not have to be like, okay, sorry kids, like we actually can't do this today because mommy's got to take a shift, or mommy's got to do this. So they were my huge why as to why I wanted to get into this business again and give it a solid try.
Nice. And what do you like? How do you feel supported? What kind of things with Thiry-One like, you know, a lot of people with an MLM business, they lose interest in the business because they don't feel that kind of support. So what kind of support do you get from your community of the Sisterhood of 31?
This time around, especially, I feel it. The first time, like, I won't lie, like the first time I was with 31, I didn't feel the sisterhood. Like I had my sister, so I had that, but I felt that we were kind of isolated to just, you know, I think there was 3 of us or 4 of us at the time. Like it was just us, and that was really it. Whereas this time when I joined 31, my upline, so Cass, she added me to all these Facebook groups of our lineage, and our 2 like directors, and then our like head lady Sherry. So there's Sherry, she's like I think it's actually Lindsay O'Connor, and then Sherry, and then Dina and Tanya, and we all share a community. Like it's an actual sisterhood, and it's, you know, like you can go to the Facebook pages, or you can message one of them privately and say like, hey, you know, how do I do this special that's coming up? And usually within a minute or 2, if you're on the Facebook page, you've had like 5 or 6 answers from other ladies, and some men now, because we do actually have men that are not allowed to sell, but like are welcome to join as well. I mean, obviously men love the products just as much as we do. I know my husband does. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like within a couple of minutes, like you have your answer, or, you know, if you can't find it and they don't know, you know, they'll tell you ways like, oh, hey, like maybe you have to call head office for that. And even just with head office itself, like you call, and as soon as they answer the phone, they say, hi, am I speaking to Erica? And it's like, whoa, how did you know that? And so, and they're super helpful. There's always someone there willing to either help you find the answer or to just give you the answer if they know it offhand. So it's really empowering to be in this group of women, and they're very encouraging, and they help push you like, hey, what can I do to help you? Mm-hmm. So it's very nice community that we've got built here.
Nice. I love it. I love that you feel supported by like fellow people who are selling the exact same product as you, because I know sometimes it's really hard when you're in a community to not feel kind of like cutthroat with other people. So it's great that you have that support. It
is, and I mean, like the Niagara region has, I would say, like probably one of the most sellers. Like there's a lot of sellers in the Niagara region. You can, like, I'm pretty sure there's a girl behind me on this street behind me that's selling 31. And I know like a couple people, like Marshall's teacher sells 31.
Oh,
and
okay.
There's a couple other moms in his class, and like new moms that I've met that like they sell 31. So there's a lot of us, but we all want everyone to succeed. So it's really great because, like, even example like Cass and I. So Cass, you know, was kind of your customer, and then she became her own independent consultant. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of the people that bought from Cass came back to me, and, you know, like, she's not upset about it, and I'm not upset if I have, you know, like, I've referred people to her before because maybe I don't have it, especially with like monthly specials. It's like, hey, I don't have that, but, you know, my friend Cash just posted it that she has some. So it's like an actual sisterhood. It's like I'm going to my sister again and saying like, hey, how do I do this? Or like, hey, do you have this? And can you help us? So it's really nice because everyone wants everyone to succeed in their business. So we're not trying to be like, oh, that's my customer, or that's, you know, it's so.
Yeah. We have a little gnome walking in here. Hello.
I tried to keep them at bay.
Come here.
But this is the joy of working at home, is that I get helpers too, right? They always help me with my lives on my video, whether it's drawing a prize, helping me show off product, holding the camera for me a couple times, or just saying hi. Yeah. Hi. Hi, baby.
And this is little Theodore. What do you like about your mom staying home and selling 31?
I like to play, go downstairs and stomp and play.
Oh, you like to play and stomp and be with your mom? Okay, we're going to have another little guy come in, but then you're both going to
go back, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so come say hi, and then you got to go back.
Come here.
Hi.
Remember, your sister's still sleeping.
Oh, look at you have your Marshall toy and your Bumblebee toy.
Okay, Theo.
Okay.
I'm Marshall.
He's Marshall. This is Theodore.
I like to stay home and I like to sleep 2 hours.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
I like to stay home and lay that and then
Okay.
and then
Cool.
red
Okay,
bubble.
can you boys go back and watch Wildcraft? We'll come get you as soon as we're done, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's how long it's not.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
yep, it's not going to be long, boys. Don't worry.
Okay, so that's part of her why.
The other one's napping.
So
But I got nothing.
Nope.
No,
Okay, go watch
not
the show,
you.
please.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you. That was weird.
that's okay.
Don't talk at the same time as me.
Yeah,
Don't say the same thing as me.
no. So, is there anything else you really want to tell us about this part of the business that you really enjoy, or like, is there anything that I haven't asked you that you would really like to tell people before we kind of get into the
Yeah,
organization part?
I guess I really like. I know it's probably really like, but I like that our company rewards us.
Mm.
No, I shouldn't say I like. I love that our company rewards us. Every 3 months we do a Celebrate and Connect meeting. So all the 31 consultants that are local, there's usually a couple different meetings. We get to go to a space and we get to celebrate and connect. Like, so usually there's the first one that I went to when I joined this team, Dina and Stephanie, they had a list of everyone's like basically accomplishments since they joined. So for me, since I think it was in September or October, I had just really joined and I qualified. So for me, that we celebrated the fact that I joined and I became a qualified consultant. And others, it was, you stomped your 0 for the month, or and we usually get a free amenity, which I mean, it's not like it's an added bonus. Like, Thiry-One wants me to succeed. So in order for me to succeed, they give us incentives to earn, and it's usually product that that hasn't been seen yet. So for the Celebrate and Connect that we had in January, February, beginning of February, we got a lunch bag of a new print.
Oh, cool.
We also had the opportunity to earn a bag that month of January.
Nice.
One of our new Weekender bags that's coming out.
Oh,
and
that's my favorite bag.
Yeah. No, I think this was a different. Sorry, I think this one's called Wave for the Weekender, but it is very similar to the one that you have. It's just a newer.
Yeah.
And the pattern, like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna freak out. But we also have, they're called like K groups. Mm-hmm. So when you sell so much, they reward you. So I'm actually in a half K group, and I'll be getting 2 products from the new line.
Oh, nice.
That I get to have on hand to display for potential like customers, hostesses, or I just have it to walk around with. And today I actually had an early access to the new spring catalog, and we have this program when you join where you can earn Wishes rewards. So it's like Disney money, or you can use it towards business supplies, or you can cash it out for a lesser value to get like visas and stuff. So I didn't have to pay for any of it.
Nice.
I used all the money that I was rewarded for working my business. Like, what business? Like, when can I go to a 9-to-5 job and they're gonna say to me like, "Hey, here's money for selling that product," or "Here's money for making 5 Big Macs today." Like, that's not gonna happen at my job, and I love it. And
yeah, nice. 1 sec, boys. Can you please be quiet and/or shut that door, please?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
So, that's great. I really loved that part when I sold 31 as well, and I think that also adds to the support, because recognition is such a really great part of owning your own business. And sometimes, like, for myself as like just an independent person who doesn't have that, I kind of like lean on my friends, and that's what's great. But it's really amazing that you have the support of your sisterhood, but also you get that recognition through rewards as well. So very cool. So if you're just joining us, we are talking with Erica, and she is my real life sister, and she is an independent consultant with Thiry-One. So we are doing our live together, and not unfortunately, but as women in business, we have children kind of running around, so I'm not apologizing for them, but just be aware that you might hear them talking.
Yes.
So, are you cool to kind of get into like the demo part now, or is there something more that you want to say? I don't want to cut you off. Like, I want you to talk about your business as much as you want to talk about your business.
I keep forgetting that if I'm doing yeah, that sounds good. I was just gonna say something, but I don't remember.
All right.
I don't remember what. Oh, yes, I know. Part of like what the whole doing this was, like how I stay motivated.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I thank you for keeping me on track.
I could read your mind. We're sisters. We're real life sisters. So one big thing, and the only reason I say it is because we were just kind of talking about it. One big thing that keeps me motivated in my business is my business. Like, it rewards me. They say that like December, January, and oftentimes February are the slowest months for direct sales, because you have Christmas coming up. You just had Christmas, and then February is kind of that lull.
Like, no one needs anything.
No one need. I just bought this from this sale, or I just had this from the sale. Because usually in January we do our big, like, basically inventory clear out, where we have up to 70 to 80% off on like all of our past products. So if people do shop, they're usually just shop that. And now February, we've changed it a bit. It used to be like a catalog changeover, and usually that's kind of slow, but that's coming next month. But so one thing that like really keeps me motivated and going is the fact that I do have all these opportunities to earn. That's not bad. To earn free product for myself. But one thing that I really like to do, so I didn't make my incentive in January. I really wanted to earn the Away for the Weekender bag, because I wanted to give it away to my great like customer base. Like, I wouldn't be who I am without you. So one thing that I really like to do is I love to give stuff away. So even on a slower month, I'll still usually open a party and say like, hey, like I don't push it, because I do realize, obviously, like myself, that it's slower, but it's really motivating that I have directors and senior consultants and even my like business itself saying like, how can we help you? How can we help you stop your zero? Hey, how can we help you to make your new catalog change very successful? Like, here's some training, here's here's an early access event, here's some free money to go buy. Like, so it just keeps me motivated, knowing that it's okay. And it keeps me motivated as well, knowing that it's okay that if I only sell $200 over the next 3 months, because I'm not going to go inactive. They don't, like, it's not pushing, like push, like, hey, sell. You've got to do it. It's, hey, that's okay. If you want to take your time, that's fine. And it's nice knowing too that if I was to say, I need to take a break from my business, I have a year to basically be like inactive before I'm completely considered like not a 31 consultant anymore. So if I wanted to take a 6 month break and then jump right back into it, like I'm still a consultant. I'm still able to like start right back up and pick up basically where I left off from. So it's really nice to know that I don't have that pressure to.
Thanks. Yeah. It sounds like too. Sorry, pardon me. That during those slow months, your directors and stuff are really pushing you to connect with your customers and just like not just use your customer base as customers, but to really kind of grow your own inner circle.
Yeah.
And just become friends with like women in your community and stuff, which
they really encourage us to build build friendships with our customers, because like I said, like without you and without people buying, I wouldn't be who I am. So like for me, especially in my business, I've never really taken the approach of like, I need to sell this to you. I need to sell this to you. I need to sell this to you. It's more of like how can I help you? I would love to be the one that sells this to you. I would love to be the one that helps you, find that purse that just speaks to your person, or, you know, oh, you need that little organized space organized. I would love to be able to help you do that. Or like we have so many options of different things. Like, so.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, why don't we kind of get into that stuff? Because I know for my business, Thiry-One has really helped organize myself. And I could probably think of yeah, like
I always that guy's downstairs.
Yeah. You know, Thiry-One has really helped me with my business and even some of the giveaways that I do. So let's get into it. What do you think?
Okay.
Let's get into it. All right. So where do you want to start?
Well, we've been talking a lot about, I guess, like celebrating and connecting. So I guess that's probably a good segue into like one of our
because you're not just bags.
Yes, we're not just bags, and that's a lot of things that people don't understand. Like, we're not just purses and wallets, and we're not just like, it's not just two extremes, like extreme organization or like extreme purses, right? We have literally everything. Like, we have jewelry, we have soap trays. Well, they're not soap trays, actually. I think they're for your jewelry, but I use them as soap trays. We have card sets, we have journals, sometimes, not always, like these are gone, but like, okay, okay. We have journals, we have key fobs, bookmarks. Like, some of those things obviously aren't sold to everybody, but like nail files.
Yeah.
We have everything. Pillows. We had a blanket at one point in time.
Not right
Can you
now.
guys please go in there? I'll make you a sandwich as soon as I'm done this. I promise. So one thing I did want to show is, because we were talking about celebrating and connecting, Thiry-One has this great option to buy cards. So I know it's kind of hard to see them because they're
push them up closer to them.
They're very light. Oh, there we go. So a lot of these cards, like this one says, always stand tall, be sweet, and wear a crown. And they're blank inside. So you can do, like, you can write whatever you want. Like, this one's just a pattern. So I can send it like, hey, thank you for hosting a party, or, you know, get well soon. Like, they're really, oh, I was just to make fun.
I know that I use my cards, like, there's a lot that are like, there are some that it's like, let's celebrate you, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, thank you, congratulations. They're really handy to have, because when I know that someone within my business, maybe has a birthday coming up, or, you know, they just celebrated like a milestone anniversary, I'll send it to them, and I'll drop it off at their house, and I'll just be like, just to think of them. And I think it's a really just nice way. Everyone loves receiving snail mail.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's one of those things that just make us feel good, and that someone was thinking about us, and not just like our family, like people that just care about us. So,
or if you know, like this one, I just found this one's really cute. It says "Get well soon,"
which is like, I love whale.
So like, it adds, you know, if you have, you know, a friend who's just like down.
Yeah.
And you know, they're not themselves maybe lately, like a card. I could just pop in and be like, oh, you know, my sister's not feeling good, so get well soon. Like, or, you know, even for my kids, like, for her, he'd probably die for that, you know. And I love that they're blank and that you can really personalize it. It's not just like giving a card that says like happy birthday on it. Today's your day, you're 5, you know. You can really add that incentive in there, like, to not incentive, but you know
that extra love.
Yeah, spread the love. And so that was one of my favorite, like, that's one of my favorite things.
I think that's one of my favorite products as well, actually. I buy a set every season.
Yes.
And do you know what else actually really helps is that my partner is really horrible at getting out and getting me like a Valentine's Day card,
they're in there,
a birthday card.
I just found one in there.
Yeah.
It says Happy Valentine's Day on it. I didn't even know.
Yeah, he will go upstairs and just grab a card from the pile, and it's really great because he can write his own little personal message in there. So even though he didn't make that effort to go out and get a card, he's making the effort to actually write something that's really kind of sentimental to us. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me at all.
No, we don't do cards in the house.
Yeah.
Where my husband is a very anti-card company person, but it's nice to have, because like we're not always going to kids' birthday parties where you can just slap a name on it that says to from.
Right.
So it's nice to have that option in the house, and buying one pack of these is basically like buying 4 of the big name card companies.
Yeah, that's true.
So now I think there's like 27 or so, 30 in here.
30, I think there's 32.
Maybe 31.
Yeah, might be 31.
I've never actually counted them, but yeah, and it's a good variety. Like the one pack even has a Halloween card in it.
Nice.
It's so cute.
So cool.
But,
so that's one way. I really want to talk about these little, because I really love these. So, because you can personalize them. And what are these called again?
They're called Iconics.
No, what are these?
Oh, that's the mini zipper pouch.
Mini zipper pouches. So I use these for my pens and my pencils and stuff like that for my workshops. But I have a few. I also use my other one for my oils. Like when I go away, I'll pack a few oils in here of my essential oils. And I really like it just because it doesn't cost a lot. So if it gets kind of ruined, and I know I can throw it in the washer.
They're like $8 usually you can get them for. Another actually really great thing I love about these, I use mine as my wallet. Oh. I had originally bought it because I have a Benjamin's for my wallet.
Okay.
But, I use this to hold all my change and now my cards, because I'm usually just like, oh, I gotta run. So it's nice. It's nice because it has the D-ring.
Okay.
So you can add a wristlet strap, or
like one of these,
or you could add like a key fob. You just slap it on, good to go. But also I've seen really great things since you can personalize these. My favorite is probably the canvas one, and I think you have one, but I don't know if it's a 31 one. But
no, it is. Yeah.
Oh.